So, good afternoon from Malta. Yeah, we should be live now. This is our first broadcast. No, this is okay. This is okay. And now we have all week we're gonna have a guest here from England, and she's gonna introduce herself. Her name is Helen. So, hi, good afternoon.
Hi Rick, hi everyone. Yep, it's Helen over from England representing Talk 10 Pin this week in the absence of Dominic. So looking forward to chatting to you all this week and watching some great bowling.
Yes. So this first squad is just a small squad. It's almost like a warming up. We have bowlers from Lithuania, England, Malta, and Denmark.
So I think that's 9 bowlers we have in this squad.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and that's the way to open. I think was the defending guy on lane number 8. So we're gonna focus a bit and see what the scores will be. So they will be setting the pace for the rest of the week. So this is your first time in Malta?
First time in 12 years, bowled in 2005 in the long ago Malta Youth Open. So it's nice to be back.
Ah, okay. So we have, if there are some stuff going on while you're watching, we still fine-tuning all the little bits and pieces with the assistant of our Swiss production assistant manager, Beat. And a watchful eyes of Flavio in the back.
They're making the magic happen behind the lanes.
Yes, yes. So, Beat is trying out now our keyboard. But he's used to a Swiss keyboard, so...
This is hashtag.
Hashtag, I have no clue.
Okay.
Looks good, Beat. Save, changes. As long as we keep on streaming, it will be all right.
So Rick, for those at home, do you know what oil pattern's been put down today?
The oil pattern is not such a difficult one. It has I think a ratio of, we can actually call it up a little bit. 1 second. So now we're going to try something new. So we have a slow motion camera working. So, oh my God, she missed it. She opened. Okay. So I just want to know which one is mine. This is yours. This is mine, yes. So say something, Helen, so we can.
Hello.
Yeah, strike.
Yep. I think we're just testing the volumes here.
Yeah, you know, it's all new out of the box. So. So we're going into. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna get a squad list for the next squad. And the next squad is it's a pretty decent squad with some Maltese bowlers coming. Yeah, we can use. So far, nobody actually is, except on lane 11 and 12. We have Mick Rich as the it's going on for a 4-bagger. So yeah, let us know what you think of the quality. And if you have any suggestions, if we can do it, we will. This is connected to the screen.
Oh, right, okay. Well, use my laptop. That's easier.
This one has no internet. Oh, our Swiss champion, Mr. Andreas Bösinger, is does moonlight bowling. Yeah, well, it is always dark here in the center. So now let's see what we can do. Well, he got stuck on 3 strike, Mick. So. Yes, I know it's annoying, but we are sitting in front of the counter, so the telephones keep on going and going. So.
A little bit of background music.
Yes. We can always rip it out of the wall. Well, she crosses over to the Brooklyn, but a strike is a strike, and during competition, who cares?
It all counts.
It counts. So I hope Flavio is still watching. So. So as you all can see on the screen, we have squad 2 at the moment. Squad 1 was cancelled. So the people just wanted to go and lay in the sun first before they step in the bowling center.
This is Vicky Harmon on lane number 12, makes it 3 in a row.
Yeah, she has to cover that simple 9 miss. So what else have you been done? Because you've been here already a few days.
Yep, flew in on Monday, had a great tour yesterday with the Malta Tourism Authority, so any bowlers who are looking for things to do, highly recommend going to Valletta or taking a ride on a gondola. I could definitely get used to that. Sun and water.
Uh-huh.
A little visit to Mdina as well, definitely worth visiting,
okay.
really interesting.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Very lovely. You know, so she almost got it. You know, just one more. Well, we just have to find out a way to get it a little bit more brighter in the players area, but I will just put my mic a little bit out so you can keep on talking, and I'm just gonna go to the management.
Right, so Rick's doing a few technical things with the lighting at the moment, so you guys can hopefully see a little bit better. Quite a small squad this morning, 10 bowlers, not 9. Second squad, I think, on at 5 o'clock. I think that's got a few more bowlers. Lane number 8 nearly kicks out a 10 pin, but not quite. That's another strike for Lotte, Denmark, lane 11. So she's on 3 in a row, covering this couple of splits she had earlier on. So I think Rick's just popping back on
Yes,
now. Here he is.
You've been added on to do tournament page.
I saw,
as
thank
an
you.
editor.
Thank you. Is it possible to get the Wi-Fi code? It's not letting me sign in through Facebook on my laptop for some reason.
Given me the password.
No, that's
I asked
that's.
for it yesterday.
I remember you saying, yeah.
You have to log into Facebook.
It's not letting me. It's not letting me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, but if there is
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I've connected, but it's not coming up with the option to let me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
It's just for putting up things like the squad list and see what people are saying.
I told him yesterday, he said, check, I can't give it to you just like that. Maybe Renee can push this. It can be the Wi-Fi bypass the logging in.
Yeah, it's not giving me the option to sign into Facebook. It will on the phone, but not here.
Then I know that you understand.
No, as we said in the background, we are still doing some little tricks and updates, and the only thing that we are working on now is to get a little bit more light, but this is going to be difficult. But I think most of them can see, as long as when they're on the approach that, you know who it is. Okay. We still
No big deal. This is for this.
we still here with this
Like this.
yeah. And this is my headphone, so don't blow my eardrums out. Well, we're coming to an end of the first game for
Glenn Richardson, lane 8 over there's on 4 in a row, going for a strong finish.
yeah. Well, he will be the first one to will hit the 200.
I think he decided only about 5 minutes before the squad was due to start that he was going to play.
Oh, okay. Well, normally that works, so.
Is that a nice 5 in a row for Lotte?
Yeah. Looks like
covering up those early
yeah,
splits.
it looks like she woke up on that one. Well, they will play 6 games of their total of 12, and then of course it's up to them to make a re-entry and see if they can improve, as long as they keep one series of their original 6, you know, in their total. So it's always a must that you have one of those 12 games, one of those games is, you know, good enough so you can use that as a foundation. If you have 2 bad 6 games, then your tournament is over.
Although there is always a desperado.
Yeah, that's what we call. That's why we have the desperado. Oh, it's a good thing actually. I have to find that song again for the desperado.
201 first game there for last year's champion, lane 7.
Yep. So with bonus 201. Okay, we have Marsha. Hi Rick, we zitten livestream te kijken, maar de uitzending. Oh. Okay. We have somebody from Holland. Hello Holland.
And another one for Glenn. He's
Yeah.
opening strong.
Okay, well we are checking this at the moment. Oké, dat gaan we even uitzoeken. Hoe is het weer daar in Nederland? Asja. Okay, let me explain this. Yeah, we are checking the line at the moment, Maya, but... Oh, shit. From this end, and also the people who are watching, they have no problem. So, it could be your internet provider, or that the signal is a bit weak on your side. Maar je jongens die doen het goed.
Just coming to the end of game 1, Glenn Richardson opened up with 239, which is the highest game of this squad so far after game 1.
Well, it's a good start from him. So if he continues like this, you know, always the goal is to get in that top, the top 4, top 8, to get that bypass.
$197 for Lotto. She turned that game around pretty well.
We get the
Good afternoon from sunny Malta for anyone just joining us.
Just we have to check.
Game number 2 of first squad of the Malta Open.
Well, let's see what game 2 brings. Except one has to find another gear. Well, as they were asking before, okay, we have Simon. Hello, Simon. Well, we're using YouTube for the stream, and we're using vMix, you know, to get it all ready. So I don't hope that answers your question. So the other question was, they play on a 40 feet pattern stone hedge. It's an open semi-house condition. It's not that difficult. It's more that, you know, with all the types of bowling, left, right, across, beginners, you know, because we have a lot of people that come here, you know, for the holiday, and they just bowl and have fun. And actually, we do this year also some new. We have actually a competition for the people who are here on Malta, so they can submit their funny pictures of this year's holiday here, and they can win a free entry for next year.
That sounds like a good competition.
Yeah. So, you know, they have to post it, and the one with the most likes on Facebook, and they will get a free entry.
And does that need to be posted to the tournament Facebook page?
Well, they have to. They can post it on their page. They can, but as long as they include the Eden SuperBowl or somebody that can see it.
So there you go. If you're not already following and liking Eden SuperBowl on Facebook, there's a good opportunity to do so.
So yeah, look us up, huh? Well, Glenn is doing all right.
Not bad for somebody who decided only a few minutes before it was due to start that he was going to bowl.
Yeah. He's looking pretty relaxing. Lotta. Och Lotte. So let's see if we can have a look. What we have.
So 14 bowlers down for the next squad.
Yes, but as all you know, when you fly and extra luggage and overweight and stuff like that, This is the next squad. Mark Jacobs, allerlei op zijn Nederlands gewoon. He should play, but unfortunately his Bulls ended up somewhere else and not in Malta.
Oh dear.
Yes, so
Yes.
they found him, but now we will have to get him back here on the island so he can, bowl with it.
I think most bowlers have a horror story to tell
Oh,
about
yes.
airlines and bowling balls. I know I do.
Oh yes. If you play a lot of international tournaments or national duty with the team, there is always something. There is always a story from. Oh yeah. Well, one of our local heroes doesn't have a good time. He had not a good start, and also Justin now on lane 12 doesn't seem to be very happy. Yeah. I think when he comes up with a good score, he probably will say, "Yeah, that was a very good decision for me, though."
I think so.
Yes, it was all planned. Nou, Masha, hoop dat het weer in orde is bij jullie aan de kant. Looking at your post, it's also nice weather in Holland. Not as good as over here, of course.
So Neil Highgate's got himself lined up now. He's on a turkey on lane 8.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry?
Can you bring up the YouTube chat? I've just been told don't forget the YouTube chat.
Yeah, well, just are you connected now?
Looks like I might be connected.
Yep. Eden SuperBowl. it is.
There we go.
Oh, right. Okay. Also, Helen is connected now, so we have to open the chat.
Yeah, we can keep an eye on the chat now rather than swapping between windows. Here we go. Oh, brilliant. Lots of chat here. Helen, give us a wave. I can wave, but you can't see me. Hi, Dom. Disco bowling. Could that catch on as a...
No, that
No.
was because of it's always been here a problem that the especially when you look at the our ceiling here is very dark gray, so that doesn't help. And then of course you have the LED lighting that also is, but we will try to fix something, but we can't promise, but we will try.
Lauren in Northern Ireland, who will be going to the World Cup again this year for Northern Ireland. She won their qualifier last weekend. She says,
Yes.
commentators' prediction of who will be the Malta Open champion this year.
Okay. Oh. Well, Mark Jacobs has a very good chance winning.
Barry Foley's coming over from Ireland. He won their World Cup qualifier over the weekend.
Who is that? I had never heard of that guy. And if I won, I have to drill his spare ball. So, so something. He left the bowling ball here, so I have to be plugged and re-drilled. So. I can make it disappear. No. But yeah. He's bowling lately very well. Of course we have our new national champion Mara Anastasi. So he's always been, top 8. So of course Justin.
Maro won the Youth Open all those years ago when I came over for that in 2005.
Yes. So Justin Caruana Cicluna, of course.
Which ladies could make a move? Which ladies are going to be worth?
Oh, I have to root for my stable. So that will be SuperBowl, who won it already twice. Made, I think, top 8 last year. So yeah.
And in this squad, Glenn's still looking pretty dialed in with 4 in a row.
Yes.
Neil Highgate is working 5 in a row over there, which I imagine he'll be happy with after his first game. Nope, that's 6 in a row.
I think he is doing pretty well. Masha, if you can hear me, it's working better now. Well, thank you, Andre. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, share the link. So the more people, the merrier.
The streaming link has been shared to Talk 10 Pin, the Eden SuperBowl Malta Open Championship Facebook page and Rick's own status. So if you are on Facebook, give it a share. Looks like a couple of big scores going in this game.
Yeah, we have lane number 7. Glenn, of course, he just continued where he left off in the first game.
Sasha on lane 11 makes it a turkey. Oh, video playback interrupted.
Oh,
Okay, apologies, that may just be my internet connection,
ah,
which is faded again.
could be yours.
I think it's mine.
Okay, all right. Phew.
Only trouble with commentary is we can't see Helen's blue and green hair. I'll do a selfie for you later.
What? What kind of what you decided to make it green? Well, it's not actually green. It's green and blue.
It's green and blue and turquoise, channeling my inner mermaid.
With a, yeah. The only thing is missing is you on the beach instead of sitting here.
So we're coming to the end of game 2. Sasha is working 5 in a row, going up for her last shot. Some pretty big scores this game.
Yep. Possible 247 for Neil.
236 for Sasha on lane 12. I can see there's quite a bit of live chat going on. Unfortunately, my internet on my laptop's being a little bit hit and miss, so we'll respond to any questions as we can.
So now Neil with 432 over his first 2 games.
It's quite a mixed bag of scores this game.
Yeah, it's up or down. Okay. I have to. I'm gonna rip that phone out of the wall in a minute. If I'm gonna sit here all week long and that.
It's okay, they don't need to take customer calls.
No, this is this is just.
So just coming to the end now of game 2. First squad of the Malta Open. Technically squad 2, but the first one was cancelled. Fairly small squad, just 10 bowlers in this one, 14 down to bowl later. I think the squads tomorrow will be getting bigger. Squad lists are on the Eden SuperBowl website. No, a lot of bowlers are flying in today. Adas defending champion, Turkey's in the 10th for 184. Two lefties of this squad, both drawn onto the same lane. Glenn bowling high game. Once again, possible 269. I think I jinxed that. Slightly funky looking split there. .258, so Glenn finishes on 497 for his opening 2 games. I think he'll be happy with that start.
You know what? I think I'm gonna just make our life easier. I'm just gonna ask for a little update. So, as we wait for the printout, you still bowl, Helen?
Haven't bowled for a few months. We've recently moved house, so until I learn to drive,
Oh,
unfortunately, I'm having to have a little bit of time out. I will be back.
time out.
I miss it.
Well, let's see what is the latest on the... Your internet is still working?
My internet is still working.
Yeah. So, looks like in Holland it's going good as well. She just messaged, ja, gaat nu. Okay. And if there's still Dutch people coming over, I need some Koning Max Kruiden. Bami and Nasi. Okay. So after 2 games, well, that's not a surprise.
That's one game.
No, no,
Oh no, it's 2 games, so
yeah.
ignore me.
So, well, 239, 258. So, you know, we've got Glenn Richardson first, then Neil, Highgate, Sasha Vettel. Well, she has a 193, 236 plus 16 handicap, so she's doing good as well. One of our Maltese heroes who's bowling now is, yeah, still has to let it loose. And here comes my espresso.
I think Neil Highgate means business. He started out with a turkey.
Yeah. I'm gonna chase some lights.
Cheeky messenger there for Neil on lane 12. Everyone loves a messenger. So that
Okay.
gives him the front 4.
Yep. Well, I just stole a French fries from somebody, and I thought it was ketchup, but it was hot sauce.
So now your mouth's
So-
burning?
So no, let me have a little zip of a very famous beer here in Malta called Chisk, one of our sponsors. Wow. So that feels better.
So Rick, you do a lot of coaching.
Yes, I am doing at the moment, yeah, a lot actually. It's very nice, very rewarding actually.
Have you worked with many of the bowlers who are bowling the tournament?
Yes, there is one who just actually is going to the World Championships of the Cubica AMF.
In Mexico?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Lauren?
Lauren, yes,
Yeah.
of course, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we gave Lauren a bit of a shout out earlier. She's worked really hard on her game.
Yeah. She. We started working together after the 2008, I think it was, in South Africa. And she's doing very, very good.
Her hard work's definitely paid off. We had a lot of fun bowling
Yeah,
together last year.
It makes it all. Oh yes.
It's 4 in a row over there for Lotte, covering up her first frame.
So. Yeah, and then of course we do here in Malta as well, coaching Switzerland, Austria.
All over the place.
All over the place. Yeah, we did some. I did some clinics, individual clinics in Switzerland, at the bowling center. Actually, my fellow technical man, Mr. Bayer from Basico in Winter Tour, and we had some people coming from Austria, and they asked, why don't you come to Austria? So a lot of people need coaching. I said, oh, okay. If you set something up, I said, I will come. So, and that's been great. Every time I have an opportunity, you know, they invite me over and spend a week in Austria. And, you know, we have a little girl, Michelle. She made it in a very short time to the national youth squad of Austria. Went to Finland for the first time.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So, and then of course here in Malta we have the, you know, I do the training and also for the national sports school. And that's been very successful. It's actually here in Malta, I think it's a unique thing that they have here. It's a school for all talented youngsters. So we have football, tennis, basketball. And we managed to get bowling in as well. It was actually one of the first sports that was accepted.
That's fantastic. How long has that been?
So that's been going on now for 4.5 years. And yes, we created it's been Sarah Swierep and her younger brother Edward, Matthew Magro, and they've been bowling very well. With of course Sarah winning the in the London International Youth Open there 2 years ago.
So there's a lot of up-and-coming talent in
Yes,
Malta.
yes. Last year Matthew won in the Zurich Youth Tournament in Zurich, or actually Winter Tour, but it's on the Zurich. No, and even the little Edward, he left a very good impression at the European. So hopefully they will manage to also to get to next year's event in Aalborg. I think it is next year.
We've got quite an interesting question for you, Rick.
Okay.
Show me the goods. What is your take on coaching national teams compared to doing clinics or doing individual lessons?
Well, I did of course, national team, and if you have a very broad selection, so the difference is that you cannot spend so much the time that you want with, let's say, than you do individual lessons. Individual lessons, there are maximum. I do maximum 2 in a session, so you can go a little bit more deeper. Now, in Switzerland, they have time. Some have time to also do the individual coaching, and that goes okay. But people also mustn't forget that when you are selected for a national team, your game must be already at that level that you don't need to spend. It's coming more on the ball choice and the mental game. So yes, on the coaching national team, I think coaching national team, it's more fine-tuning, mental, more the preparation, food, what to eat, what not to eat, all those little mistakes. So individual training, what it says, it's more, mano a mano. So I hope I made myself clear. If not, we hope we all week. So let the questions come, and I will try to answer them as good as possible.
I find it interesting, actually, that you talk about the mental game and also nutrition and what to eat and what not to eat.
Oh yeah.
Because, in other sports, nutrition is so important, and I've often thought that in bowling, perhaps we're missing a trick slightly. So it's good to hear that.
Oh,
you're very aware of that.
I had I think it was a 10-day clinic in Finland, and that was all about coaching national teams, and I didn't see, unfortunately, it anymore on the calendar of the, how you call it, of the ETBF, because it was a very, very interesting thing what you have to look for and what to do and what to look out for.
So just a quick squad update. We're coming to the end of game 3. On the bottom of the screen now, you should be able to see this running scores running along the bottom.
We're fiddling around a bit if we're going to put it on top or whatever, but the production manager decided to...
Seem to be quite a few splits dotted all over the place.
Well, I heard that it's a little bit more over and under. They're very tricky. Bayard is going to go to the swimming pool. Yes, if we have a problem, we call. Otherwise, we will type a message on the banner. Help, help, help.
Come and help us.
Yes.
And he'll come running back from the pool.
Yes.
Thomas Rimkas seems to have sorted himself out from earlier. He had a slightly slow start, but much better game this time round.
Yeah, and this is of course, we're still thinking of for next year to go you know, to put it back in the ETBF, how you call it, because this is still one of the tournaments that you need 6 games, you know, to take with you in the total score of 12. So, for example, let's take Justin, for example. He's not doing very well. So he knows that his second series of 6 must be at least 13 something, you know, to do a re-entry. You know, if he scores now, for example, 1180 and his next one is also 1180, then for him it's going to be almost impossible, you know, to get to the next round. So
Yeah, one of those blocks of 1180 would have to
yeah,
count.
it's always been that with the normal tournaments with 6 games, and I've seen it in the Brunswick Open, Vienna, San Marino, where all the big boys are coming. The one with the biggest wallet and with the biggest sponsor, yeah, you have to throw 6 games. So if you're going to be there all game, you just throw 6-6. No, try it again. You can string those 6 games once, but here it's difficult.
So we've got some scores now after game 3. Thomas Rimkus on lane 7, 245. He's almost doubled his second game. It's a turnaround.
Yeah. Yeah, he will.
Vicky Harmon 206. She's been quite steady.
I don't know if it was the lane, but I don't think so. 178, 129.
245.
245. So maybe ball change?
I think we've all been there.
Yes. Yeah.
I think we've seen more splits over this game than the others. Is that lane transition coming into?
Yeah, I think so. It's what also the people, and at the moment we only have one Maltese player. Justin was saying it. He's been training last week, and they were still doing the air conditioning because we have a new air conditioning running at the moment. And yeah, now that the air conditioning has been running for a few days, you know, the lanes react completely different. And you know, and I've been telling them as well, it's not so much what's going on, but the temperature of the bowling lane itself, where the oil lays on, is so important. You know, and I always compare it with a piece of butter. You know, a piece of butter, you know, is a solid. 1-2 degrees higher, it's going to be a fluid.
Yeah.
So, and here it is the same. You know, for the technical boys, we are using here Kegel fire. So, and Defense C cleaner. So, on that part we're all good, but it's always the especially here with that it's the temperature wise, you know, we can come up to 35 degrees. And during the tournament, they don't switch off the air conditioning because, you know, we will run into problems. So they will leave it on for the Malta Open. After the Malta Open, the switch goes off. So when we're not in play, of course, it's not that they're not going to switch it on, but now it will be on 24 hours a day. So you get a completely different ball reaction, completely transition. So I think he's struggling more with that, you know, but he should be, well, we can actually put it, now that we have that third camera, should be running okay. So
we've got 228 over there from Adus. He's finished well at the end of the game.
yeah.
gives him 613 for his first free. Neil Highgate sits on 645. We've got some interesting comments on nutrition coming in on the chat.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's very hard to eat right for bowling. The hard part is finding the proper food at a bowling centre.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, well, it's getting. Well, it also depends, of course, which bowling center you are. For example, let's take this bowling center. No, this is not the bowling center for healthy food. I've seen it in Finland, Sweden, Denmark, where you still can have a healthy meal. It's not so much about the food. It's also, you know, what you want to do when you're playing. It's so now let me just remind what we were saying is that see, it's just Justin is not having fun at the moment on the line.
215 for Glenn, so he finishes his first 3 games on 712.
Yeah.
I think he'll be happy with that.
So okay, coming back on the nutrition. Also, what I mean is let's say you have to bowl at 9 o'clock in the morning, and you know it's always advisable to eat proper and don't stuff yourself. Now, if you bowling at 12, have a breakfast and eat whatever, you know, whatever you want, but you can have a very, you know, good breakfast and then have a little snack. You know, you don't want to how you call it in good English, kind of play a part, let's say, when you bowl. You know, and also keep hydrated. It's a lot of people I see drinking Red Bull and all that stuff, and it's just so wrong.
It's so bad for you. You
yes.
can't beat old-fashioned water.
Yes. And energy bars that doesn't give you energy for just a few seconds, and you know those kind of things. And if they want to have another tip, it's one of my favorite meals actually, a good steak. Well, according to the nutrition that we spoke to, is that it's not good to have red meat the day before you bowl because it digests very, very slow. So those little things. It's not that you have to starve, and as well is that you have to prepare yourself as well. Let's say I'm going next week. I'm going to a tournament, and you want to prepare yourself. Start now, you know. So you know, don't come day that you land and from okay, now we're going to do it proper. So all little things. So I'm just reading the posts. Very good questions actually.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah.
important things to think about, because I know so many of us are guilty of just rocking up at a tournament. We've had a couple of beers the night before and we don't eat properly, and then we bowl and we power through on jelly
Yep.
babies and Haribo
Yep.
sweets, and it's not really the way to do it.
No, but it's for example, if you take for example the Asian team, Singapore, Malaysia, whatever. So when they go on tour, they come in a completely different culture as well. So they will continue with their own food. They're not going to switch because you know they're not used to it. And it's the same for and for our European. If we're going to travel to the Far East or whatever, you know, we go from you know, in a whole different types of food. So you know, spicy food, whatever. And if you can't handle that, well, you're going to spend a lot of time not on the lanes, but somewhere else. So, and then of course the water, you know, you know, you have to make sure that you drink plenty of water. And if you want to have an energy drink or whatever, Powerade, Gatorade, but then again, you have to mix that with water because it's for bowling it is just too much. You know, you have to dilute it. So that's about the nutrition. So let's go back and see what's going on the lanes.
So we're just starting game 4.
Yep.
If you have just joined us, this is the first squad of the Malta Open Championship. Technically it's squad 2, but the first one was cancelled. Beautifully hot and sunny outside in Malta today, but we're spending it in the bowling alley, bringing you some great bowling.
Yes, it's just another. Yeah, I hope people are listening to this.
I
Yes,
think we
it
do
is.
too.
Yeah, it is. I think for you know, for national, and not even for national teams, for every bowler, it's a must. You know, to eat like we do. We have some Brazil nuts. Always. That's also now we go nuts, but to have a little, to have some dry fruits, some nuts, eating during the game is very good.
I think nuts are a good source of slow burning energy,
Yep.
proteins, good fats,
Yes,
because there are
correct.
good fats and
Yep, correct.
so we've got a few bowlers starting off well this game. Lotte from, I think she's from Denmark, over on lane number 12, started with a turkey. Then Richardson, in lane 7, also started with a turkey.
So we were trying to get an update again online on the screen for you after this game, after 4th game. So, because at the moment we just have to run from here into the office and pull it out of the Concord. Now let's see. Let's see how it's made of.
Show Me the Goods has another comment. Studies show that a moderate intake of caffeine prior to competition enhances the performance, but the sugary drinks are not good for getting the caffeine.
No, correct. talking about then my own experience during the Vienna Open with one of my Swiss bowlers. Last game was late at night, and he really needed something just for the last game, to get it, and that was only one thing: a double espresso. It just gives you just enough to to get it through. But the sugar, yeah, the sugar is not good. I know I like Coca-Cola, but it's not good.
Well, it can dehydrate you as well, can't it? Because of the sugars,
Yes,
etc. It can be counterproductive.
yes, that's why I put a lot of Bacardi in it.
To dilute it, of course. Yeah.
Yes, to dilute it, but they said it's the wrong thing. But Mark Jacobs told me if you, instead of do one, do a double, it's much better. So, and I diluted even more with some ice. So.
So while we're talking about nutrition,
Yes.
I know a lot of people don't see bowling as a high-impact sport, and perhaps it isn't, but you know as well as I do that when you bowl, 12, 15 games a day, the next day, you can hurt.
Oh.
And, DOMs can kick in. What about recovery food?
You can. Oh well, recovery food. I don't. It's the what they call the threshold. Yeah, so let's say even if because I'm also a favor of that bowlers or my bowlers, let's say, also do some activities in a gym or whatever.
Very important.
But the activity has to be below the threshold. Let's say running is not good. They could go jogging. Bicycle, yeah, but don't go. It all has to stay, because what you said before, 9 o'clock in the morning, you can bowl until on a Saturday. I think you can bowl, if we call the Desperado as well, very late at night. So it is that you can continue all day long, and that's why it's with the food important that you have some snacks. True. You all know with don't, let's say if you bowl in the morning, then have a little break and have to bowl again, don't start eating a pizza or for lunch, or have a bowl of spaghetti for lunch, because that doesn't work. You're gonna be so tired. So some chicken, a salad, and then with some fruit, you will be all right.
And of course, chicken's a source of protein that
Yes,
can repair
yes,
your muscles.
Yes, yes. So it's and also the internet is full of it. Unfortunately, not so much about bowling. But you can find a lot about nutrition, as long as you be careful to see who wrote the article. So if somebody says so and so food is very good, check from where it's coming from, not that the nutrition of that company wrote that article.
I think Glenn managed to kick out a 7-10 on lane 7. It looked like it was going to be a 7-10, then they both went over.
Well,
Always nice when that happens.
well, looks like
Justin seems
Yeah.
to have sorted himself out now.
yeah,
There we go.
yeah. It's like what's this called? Snickers. Better. How are you feeling? Better.
Shamila Goods has another question.
Oh my.
Keep them
God.
coming. We love it. I've never been to this centre. What are the characteristics of it? What type of equipment seems to work, etc.?
I've never been to this center. Oh, okay. What type of equipment seems to work? Well, here what I said before here, almost every on this pattern, everything should work. Because this is we can call it the recreation. It's a 6-to-1 or 6 or 7-to-1 ratio. So a lot of oil in the middle, dry on the outside. So depending where you bowl. So what I've seen here so far, what works very good are the pearls and hybrids, and for the ladies some of the solids. So it's all, especially when you're limited also with weight, it's sometimes also not easy to choose or which ball shall I take.
And people can get quite creative with how they pack their luggage.
Oh, yes. Well, Air Malta has a very good thing. You can have those 4-ball bags, those carry. So that's, that's on the limit. So it's a reasonable price. So you can take some more bowling balls with you than normal. So, or what we do as well is. Take a 3-ball bag if you don't have a 4-ball bag, and just take a single one and plastic wrap the one so it becomes again one bag, and for €35 it's here.
The pattern Stonehenge is on the Eden SuperBowl website.
Yes, correct. And there you can have a look. Actually, I think I have it still open somewhere. No, but the lane pattern. For some kind of reason, I don't know, if I go with my mouse over it, it just goes like the Tower of Pisa. But yeah, it's a 6.5 ratio of 6.5. So if people know a little bit about the pattern, you can see that the outside are dry. It's pretty good walled up. So. But then again, they will score good, but the good bowler should outscore them, So the only thing that we did here was, I think we changed here the reverse drop of the machine because of the temperature. You will push the oil a little bit more up front, so we have a little bit more of a taper than the original pattern. And we just got to quit. Yes. Double Baco is always good. Yes. Yep. So we're actually waiting as well for the latest of Mark Jacobs, because his bowling ball should come. This time I think they're coming from Zurich. So they went from Amsterdam, not to Malta, but ended up in Zurich. So
it's a shame they don't collect frequent flyer points, really.
No. Sometimes your luggage makes more frequent flyer mileage than yourself. So
I think Justin over there on lane 8 has sorted himself out. He's joined the party.
Yes. Well, the thing is, he is a very good bowler. Not because it's my stepson, but it's.
I remember Justin bowling in Berlin in 2006 in the World Championship a long time ago.
Oh my God! You remember how warm that was in that bowling centre?
Oh my goodness! I've never experienced anything like that.
I know.
I think it was one of your bowlers. I think it was Matthew Caruana slipped over because it was people were sweating and making puddles on the approaches.
Yes, there were puddles on the approach. There was no, how you call it, air vent available in a 5-kilometer around the hotel, because the hotel didn't have any air conditioning. It was hot in there.
And just to add insult to injury, in the bowling centre, which was a lovely bowling centre, it was glass fronted, so we had 40 degrees, glass fronted building, and we were bowling.
Yes. Yeah, no, that was...
That was a challenge.
Yeah, it was. And now we only remember that from, remember that one. But at that time, I was not even bowling. And I felt sorry for the bowlers.
Oh, it was brutal. I remember some very good bowlers not coping too well with the heat.
Yeah, and then, we are used to it. And even for the Maltese, it was just so hot. I think, who won that? Jason Belmonte, I think.
Did he win
they
it?
I think he won the Masters event or something. I think that was the last time he played in the youth event. Could be wrong, but they can always put it on the chat.
But yeah, that was the first time I met Justin, and now we're 11 years on. He's on lane 7.
Yeah.
He's
27.
I
His
think I just jinxed him.
has come to an end. So, well, he needed it to get a little bit back in the game. He can still pick it up again, but
It's ranking Luke Camilleri saying shh, wondering if that's a reference back to Berlin or not. I know he was there.
yes, I think a lot of them like to forget it. But then again, it's good for experience. It was a great experience. I think for the Maltese side, it was just unfortunate that at that time there was a heat wave. That's why you have most of the European bowling centers don't have air conditioning because it's just doesn't get too hot.
Well, I'm very much enjoying the aircon here.
Yes, we need the air conditioning here, otherwise you cannot bowl here.
We're just nearing the end of game 4. Again, quite a mixed bag of scores this game.
It is. I don't know what Thomas is doing, but he went from 240 something. Well, he has this
129 to 240 something.
Yeah, he needs to strike out to get. What is it? Well, he can still make 167.
But he's still smiling.
Yeah. Well, or he could use. Well, I don't think so. Let's try this, let's try that. So we have another 6, and then we all put it together.
I think Adis has turkeyed in a 10th every game so far.
Sorry?
Adis turkeyed, finished on 5 in a row, but I think he's filled out the 10th every game so far.
Yep.
225 for him.
Oh, I think he will set. If he's going to set the pace for now.
Gives him
I think
838 for his 4 so far.
I think the scores will be a little bit higher in the next one, but will be a more
early
more
doors.
lanes, yeah, and hopefully the temperature will go down a bit. So yeah, that's just it's a good one. It's a shame that this is only for the Dutch, a dubbele Baco. That means a double Bacardi.
Ah.
Uh,
So those of you who are watching right now, tell us where you're from. Where are you all watching from?
Sorry?
Where's everybody watching from? Where in the world?
Well, we've got...
Rankin, obviously, he's local.
Yes. Well, we're always in for a good bottle of wine. Camilleri has a very nice vineyard, makes a very good Maltese wine. So for a little bit promotion, Rankin, we are in for a good bottle. We will do a lot. Well, Justin struck in the 10th, so he needs another one too. And he does. So he can... Maximum he can go back to 798, so he needs another 2 good games.
So Glenn still setting the pace, 9:26 for 4 games.
2:58 for Justin, so 7:98.
Sasha sits on 8:30. Ada's a defending champion, 8:38. Sasha's score, does that include the ladies' bonus? Yeah, ladies'
Yeah,
Sorry.
but yes, no, I just got a message.
I think
in,
Rick's
so
multitasking.
Mum is asking from. So I just messaged her now at 2:58 now. So tell me.
Yeah, sorry, ladies' bonus.
Yes.
The scores that we see up here, do they include the?
Yes, you will see. They will add at the end. They will add up the 8 bonus. So, for example, what you see now is the scratch score 189. For example, in lane 12, Lotte.
Yep.
And then the bonus will be added later.
So the running total.
So, yeah,
the running total.
you will see the running total
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this is our total handicap. Yeah.
You see the score 32 handicap makes it 789. She's on now.
Rankin says that means I have to bring a bottle tomorrow. Yes, it does. One each, please. And we've got viewers from Dublin. Hi, Thomas. Denmark. Holland. So a few different places.
Yeah. So even the United States wakes up. Okay. It's concrete here, the floor, so.
Mad Samakin won the 2006 championships. I remember from Norway, I
okay.
believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good memory.
Thank you, Rankin.
Well, he doesn't drink wine then. Oh, that's
Late falling champion.
yeah. So we'll see if we can get that while people make the lane change. We'll see what happened here. There we go. Well, it was heavy on the slightest, and just got the kick over. Well, I have to thank Flavio for this little cool thing to show a little bit of slow motion while we play. So it's also new for me, so I have to get the hang of it as well. So I hope to show you guys some later on what we're all doing here, what we all have here.
It looks like we've got some scores.
Yep.
Okay, the scores after 4 games. Glenn Richardson setting the pace with a 9:26. He's followed by Neil Highgate of 8:55, and Ada Danunas. Is that the right pronunciation?
Aidas something. Yeah, whatever.
We'll get there. We'll
Yep.
get him and ask him.
Well, it's not my strongest point. Do you know him? Yes, I know him by face. What's his name?
He sits in third with 8:38. The high female so far is Sasha Vidal. She's on 7:98. And we're just starting game 5 now.
Glenn started good off again.
I think he means business. He's
Yeah.
actually carrying a back injury, so I imagine he wants to knock over as many pins as possible now so he doesn't have to re-enter.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you don't have to re-enter, you know, you can go on the beach.
Enjoy some sun.
Yeah, see a little bit of Malta. Okay. We have to pump up the volume a bit more. Looks like they want us to go in the red. So. Let's hope this is a bit better. You just have to make sure that you keep your microphone very close to there. Well, okay. So we got the scores after 4 games.
They should be scrolling across the bottom of your screens now.
Yep. Looks like your internet gave up again.
It's given up again. Oh no, we're back. Let's see. Justin looks like he means business.
Yeah.
Nice start over on lane 8. Neil and Natalia both starting out with a turkey. Maro says go on Justin, just as he throws a turkey.
Yes, I see when Justin releases the ball and he knows it's good, and you see his right leg going up like, then he knows it's going to be a good shot. So let's see what Glenn does on this one. Oh, yes. So, yeah, this. Oh. Super. Yeah.
And Lotta matches him.
Yeah. That was a nice slow-mo. Mr. Flavio extra special. Okay, I hope if he's listening, I hope that the sound is good now, that we pumped up the volume a bit, because you know we always welcome suggestions, advice, not all, but constructive. You know, we also working on the lights, but we can't do that now. But hopefully, early tomorrow morning, hope to put some extra or standalone lights in it, so we bright up the place a little bit. We don't have so much the problem on the right side because of the window, but here, yes, it is. It is a bit on the dark side. Well, we like to live on the dark side anyway, so.
Looks like a few more people have tuned in, so
Yes.
Good afternoon from sunny Malta if you're just joining us.
Matthew. 9.
Justin pulling out of that shot.
Yes,
Yep.
because on lane number 9 we had a little oopsie, so it's disturbed him. So
Just in his line of vision.
he went. He stopped. So.
Oh yes, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
No problem. Welcome back.
Sorry about that. Little coughing fit.
Yeah. Could actually be a mosquito. You just by accident smile.
Oh, lovely.
Oh yes. Don't know what that's doing. Okay, Glenn goes for number 5.
Morrow has asked if there's any slow-mo shots from Justin.
Well, he is 1 lane away. So
He's going up to bowl now.
we could give it a try. If they stay away from the camera.
Front 5 for Glenn.
Oh, yes, why not?
And 6 in a row for Justin.
So, Morrow, you ask and we obey. And he got it.
So Rick,
Yes.
can you explain how
Yes.
the turbo qualifying works?
Oh my god! It's you write yourself in if you want to let's say do a turbo, and then it's just the highest game of your set will qualify for the turbo. So let's say you have a 279. Nobody will beat that 279, so you go automatically in for the turbo. This year, you know, we have for the people who are still coming, and there are still a lot of we handed out flyers, and I brought them to Finland and Switzerland, Austria, and whatever. So if you can get a hold of it, it's on that flyer is a number that gives you a free turbo.
I do have a limited number in my hand,
Yes.
so if you're nice
Yes.
to me.
Yes.
And the Sheila top 4 from Turbo will also qualify.
Yeah. So also, you know, you will go in with your score, and then the turbo will go to somebody else. You know, so you can't qualify double. So let's say Glenn will shoot now at 299 or whatever. So, but he has enough to qualify for, with his score for the final. So then somebody next in line will do. But he's still up for a 300. It was number 6. So Justin opened with the 9 spare and then 6 in a row. So he's go for number 7. And
Justin likes that shot and runs it out a bit.
Yes. So
puts him on 7 in a row.
So we have Justin here to go for his 7th strike. And just nipped it out. So now my advice for him, if this was a good shot, that he has to move. But probably he knows. So let's turn our attention to oh yeah, you got it.
That's front 7 for Glenn.
Yeah.
Rankin says, I'm bringing you the wine tomorrow, so keep 1 for me, Helen. Excellent, that's what I like to hear. Turbos for wine.
So that was his 7th strike of Glenn.
Lots of working a double. They look like they're going pretty well on 9 and 10.
Yep. Well, that's good. A lefty and a righty, so they can't say from plays pretty even here. The lefty has a slight advantage here because the lanes are getting a little bit old, So, and again, the left is less played than the right, so.
About the only 2 lefties in the squad who have drawn the same lane.
Yeah. Oh. He got that one. He was a bit surprised, Justin, that maybe. Well, let's see what happened.
But they all went.
Yeah, they all went in the pit.
3 in a row for Vicky Harmon on lane 10. She's been pretty steady this morning.
Stable, yes. You see his body movement, that from, will it do it? Yes, he did it. So, thank you very much, and let's move on. Got neat. So we just put you back on.
So Glenn there sits on the front 8.
Yep. Justin goes for the 10, frame 10. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. So at the moment it's a little bit hard what we have to choose for. There we go. Yeah, got
Yep.
that one. So he's going to go for a 2 nano with one more. Glenn is going for strike number 9.
Oh,
Oops.
threw it a bit wide.
Yep. So all right, a 290 for Justin.
For a total of 1088.
I told him, Justin, he just, he said, yeah, those first 2 games. I said, well, you did 250, 250. So 290 is even better. So, yeah, he picked it up pretty well. So, send a message to mama.
Justin's mother is, of course, SuperBowl,
Yes.
the undisputed queen of the Mediterranean.
Yes. So that's why they call me king.
So when Sue bowling?
Sue is after this squad. So probably they'll have a little talk. What you're doing, what you did, what you do. That was a beautiful shot. So that's always, we have to. Okay, Andreas, I will. Well, Vicky, with this strike will be a 229.
And there it is.
And there it is.
She's been quite steady
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah. So.
Glenn throws in another strike.
Mhm. Maybe a mobile phone. I heard some music and I'm. The problem is here with music, we cannot have any music during the stream because YouTube has some extra ears listening and they will delete the sound in an instant. Well, still with one open, you know, you should go for 260 something, 260 plus. Well, it's not going to be 260 plus, but
250 still good?
yeah, 250 with an open. Well. So, 6th game going into the last game of the first series. Yeah. Glenn with 180 open. I think Justin has 50 over. Vicky 60 over. So.
And a nice 246 there for Lotte.
Yeah, so scores are picking up.
Now we go into the final game of this squad.
I have to tell Justin the schöne Grüße from the Andreas from Switzerland. And he nods. So. So while they
so here we go, the final game of the first squad. Just waiting for some scores to come out so we can update you. Glenn Richardson is the current squad leader, 1180 after 5. And he starts game 6 with a strike. We have Justin just setting up on lane 9. He had a 290 last game. And another strike. Slightly slow start for him. Turned it around with I think it was a 258 and a 290. Hello from good old Germany, Dream Bowl Palace. Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. Hope the weather is as good there as it is here. Five seconds on air and lots of strikes. Yeah, that's what we like. Stay on air, keeps the strikes coming. Lane 11 and 12, Ida starts with a double, as does Neil Highgate. So for those of you who are just joining us, we're now into the final game of the first squad of the Malta Open. Scores will be updated on the Eden SuperBowl website and TalkTam pin. Helen, are you planning to give us an Oggy 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 shout this week at the SuperBowl? I'm not sure who that's come from, but I don't think my throat could take that nowadays. And for the older ones, do not miss the ISBT tournaments in Böblingen near Stuttgart in July and Munich in August. So for the senior bowlers, those could be some fun trips for you. Oh, hi, Peter. No, my voice is not up to that nowadays. Yes, and the Senior World Championships is coming up in Dream Bowl Palace.
Yes.
So, yeah, quite a busy summer for the senior bowlers.
Oh, just got that.
And Rick is back on the air.
Yes, yes. This is a nice one to watch. Let's see if it works, because we still have to get the hang of it.
So Bernie says they hope to get more than 30 nations bowling in the Senior World Championships this year.
Well, Malta will be there. Malta, Switzerland. So we did our part on this side. So
Vicky Harmon started with Turkey over on lane 7. She finished well last game with 229. She's been pretty steady this morning.
yeah.
I don't think she's dropped below about 198. Very consistent. And she makes it front 4.
And is Bernie also coming to the Malta Senior Open?
The Malta Senior Open is October?
Yep.
Yep. What's the weather like in Malta in October?
For me, better. This is for me already way too hot. It's always still around 25 degrees. You know, it cools down a little bit more in the evening, so it's still good weather, you know. Especially for mainland Europe. They love it.
So for any seniors who are watching, Bernie says you can bowl ISBT tournament before the World Championships. So
yes,
if you're looking for a reason to go and bowl, there we go. There's a good one. Go and get some practice.
yes. Yeah, they have a senior tournament prior to the World Championships. So, and I think already a lot of teams that are coming are use that as a good practice. And maybe some who pay their own trip to try to recover some of the money back. Because it's not going to be cheap.
think Justin liked that one.
Yeah. Yeah, he's well, he was complaining a bit in the beginning, and seems he got the hang of it now. So we watch this. Mama will be very happy. Probably he as well.
Oh, a couple of churches out there.
We need a little score correction on 7. Oh, they got it. I think also Mike, our tournament director, cooled down a little bit now. The first 6 games are done, and the first squad is over. You know, for him it was also from okay, now I'm all by myself and no more Neil Dent. But life goes on. But I think tomorrow we're gonna take a little jacket with us, because the air conditioning here is for the Maltese probably very good. But
I don't know, I'm quite enjoying it.
yes, oh
Good for the bowlers.
yes.
It's turkey from Sasha.
I think I will take the next one, the next Baco with a little bit less ice.
To keep you warm.
Mm-hmm. Ease up on the ice. There goes number 3 of Justin.
Lane 9 looking pretty nice. Both bowlers with a strike spare turkey.
Yeah, it's lane 9 and 10 has always been a good scoring pair. You know, the ones that what I always think that is good scoring is 9 and 10, 19, 20, lane 5 and 6. 7 and 8 is always a bit tricky. Ball wants to set up, especially on 7, a bit early. Oh, he didn't tap it out, so left the 7 pin, Glenn. Now you can see also a little bit on his body language of Glenn that he wants to get that game, a good game to finish, that good game to finish with a good series. So I think he has to ease up a little bit, walk away, come back, refocus and strike it out.
Another strike for Sasha. Bernie says before the final, we have a great buffet on Saturday for free. I am there too, Bernie. That sounds very good.
Yeah. Do they take away to Malta?
Delivery? Do you get delivery? Do you get delivery here?
Bernie, do you do delivery?
And another strike for Justin. So he's really turned it around, hasn't he?
Yep. Yes.
A set of 2 halves.
It was. I can't see what's.
I think his first 3 games were a 550, and now we're.
You know, he had 380 over the first 2, and he has polished them away. So still, he knows that you know to be up there, that you need at least a 13, 40, 13, 50, even maybe more. So. He's capable of
Oh yeah.
setting a good score. You know, unfortunately, because of work, he couldn't play the nationals. And even if they're very good friends, Mauro and Justin are very, very good friends. I don't think Mauro didn't mind that Justin skipped it. So
And who won the national championships? Was that Maro?
yeah.
And
yeah.
Sue.
And so
Yeah.
So they will be representing Malta at the ECC in Vienna. I don't know if people from Turkey, but I saw a recent post of a brand new bowling center, and it looked like it was at least about a 14-lane house. So I don't know if that was that they were building that in Turkey, or a Turkish bowler was there and made a picture. That looked very, very interesting, because with those kind of big centers, big tournaments. It's a bit unfortunately of the situation in Turkey, but we've been with the Mediterranean, been a couple of times to Turkey, and it's a very good host to play tournaments there. Nope. Her striking comes to an end in frame 7 for Sasha.
Just a bit high.
Yeah.
Bernie says if you need some more information, look on the Facebook page, Bernie's World Senior Bowling Group.
Yes, I'm a member of them, so.
So any senior bowlers,
yes,
maybe go and check that out.
Yeah, but I didn't see anything about a takeaway or a home delivery.
We're waiting for that delivery, Bernie. There goes the phone.
Yes. Okay. Rip it off the wall. Oh, that went right.
It's a 7 count for Justin.
Yeah. He will not be happy with that.
So spare it up, refocus.
Yep. Yeah, he needs to make a little adjustment, Glenn, because that's been, I think, the 3rd time in a row he left the 7th pin.
Coming to the end now of the 6th game. First squad of the Malta Open. You can probably hear the phone ringing behind us. Rick threatened to go and cut it off. Fourth 7 pin in a row for Glenn there. His current squad leader. Just
So
a couple of frames left to go, and then there's a little bit of a break until the next squad starts at 5.
yeah, we're gonna get some re-oiling and.
And Vicky Harmon finishes with 2:22, total of 12:97 for 6.
I just put a plaster on the phone.
Ah,
I have here my roll of
duct tape.
gorilla tape. So
And we have Justin up again, hoping to make a double. Oh,
oh no, left the 10. Oh, he will finish up with a 1300. Well, Vicky, 1297.
Neil
It's a-
Highgate finishes 2:03, 12:70. Idas, our defending champion,
Yeah.
finishes on 12:50. $12.24 for Lotte. Thomas, 10:38. He was a little bit up and down.
Yeah.
Bernie says Marco. Polo?
Marco Polo.
Mick Rich makes it 4 in a row. He's finishing with a nice game there.
Yep.
$2.11 for Sasha for a total of 12.35. And Glenn finishes up there 182 for a total of 13.62. Oh,
You got it.
some nice pin action there, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
So after the first squad, Glenn Richardson is our tournament leader with a total of 13.62. And Justin finishing up here on lane 10 will slot in just behind him.
Yep. He's with another strike. He will be on 13.25.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think he would have taken that after 550 for the first free.
Yeah, but knowing him that in the 7th frame he got the telephone ringer that put him off a little bit. But c'est la vie.
At Bernie Stairs, Landman. Is Marco Landman?
He's here for he's bowling tomorrow.
And there we go. I think that was a 2. Oh, the score's gone so quickly. I didn't quite see
Yes,
it.
no, we
It was a
will get.
9 on that last count.
Yeah, we will get it. So we're gonna go for a break. We have to put off the sound. We will be back for the second squad.
Marco is not on the air at the moment. You've got me, Helen, representing Talk 10 Pin, and I'm sat here with Rick, whose surname I can't quite pronounce.
Vogelenzang. Yeah. So, no worries. So,
Oh, here we go. I think we've got some scores before we
here's
go
the
off the
score.
air.
Yep. Here are the scores.
So here we go. 10 bowlers, that squad, 6 games. Number 1, Glenn Richardson, 1362. Number 2, Justin Caruana, 1324. Third place, Vicky Harmon, 1297. So she made quite a jump for her last 2 games. Fourth is Neil Highgate, 1270. Idus Danianis, 1250. He sits in 5th, the defending champion from Lithuania. Sasha Vidal is 6th, 1235. 7th is Lotte Holm Rasmussen, 1224. 8th, Mick Rich, 1163. 9, Natalia Vandalis, 1047. And rounding out the squad in 10th, Thomas Rimkus, 1038. My name's Bernie. My name's Helen Tamblin.
All right. So, I'll see you all later.
We'll be online again later. Hope to chat with you then. Have a good afternoon.